Welcome to Introduction to Data Structures and Algorithm in Python. Before we get started digging into different types of data structures and algorithms, I want to do a quick recap. What are data structures and why they are important? So what are data structures? Data structure is a particular way of organizing data in a computer so that it can be used effectively. So it is a one-line definition. So let's take some examples to understand more. Here is a pile of stack of some coins. So it is nearly impossible to count them without stacking them up. Is it so? And it is a queue. So basically there might be people who want to get a ticket for a concert, but without organized way it becomes almost impossible to get a ticket for everyone. So the organized way of people to get a ticket is called queue. That is, the person who is entering the queue first will be benefited first or get the ticket first. And this principle is known as first in first out FIFO. And in the case of this pile of stack, the coin which is placed on the top of stack will be counted first. That is last in first out. And what is algorithm? Are the set of steps to accomplish a task. Basically, a computer program needs to have some steps written in English like language so that it can be uh, written efficiently. So what are some features of algorithm? It should be correct. Otherwise, there will be no use of algorithm. Why we are uh, doing it? Second is efficiency. Efficiency should be like that. It should not be like that we are implementing some uh, 2 GB, 3 GB program and wasting our data structures and memory. We will work on data structures and algorithm. We will understand the memory of time, importance of time complexity and space complexity. So to understand more, let's take example. The example of real life example of Google Map. Google Map, we set a destination and we start with a location or a starting point or location and a destination, and we apply Google Map applies some shortest is path algorithms and find us the shortest path how we can reach to that location. So it finds the best location, best path, so we can reach our loved ones very easily. So moving on to the next part, types of data structures. Basically, there are two types of data structures, mainly primitive data structures and non-primitive data structures. In primitive data structures, these are built in the programming language itself, and these are available to the programmer. The examples are integer. What is an integer? Integers in math, all the negative and all the positive numbers, like you can see on this uh, number tree. And float. What is a float? Float is basically a decimal number like 3.465, something like that. And moving on to the next, that is character. What are characters? Characters are basically nothing, alphabets. Here you can see A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, S, L, M, N, O, etc., etc., blah, blah. Next is string. What is a string? String is basically the collection or the set of these characters. So let's take example TYPES. The collection of these alphabets is known as string. This is a string. And in the some programming languages like Python, there is another data structure mainly named as Boolean. Boolean data structure. Boolean means absolute. It it is it may be only true or only false. This is a Boolean data structures. Moving on to the next part, that is non-primitive data structures. Basically, in non-primitive data structures, we do not available. It is not available to the programmer early. We create them. So these are broadly divided into two parts: linear and non-linear data structures. In linear data structures, the data items are arranged in linear sequential manner. The examples are static and dynamic linear data structures. In static linear data structures, basically what happens, associated memory locations are fixed at compile time only. And in dynamic linear data structures, the data associated memory locations are not fixed at compile time. Examples are linked list, stack, and queue. We will study in detail each and every data structures, so keep patience and watch till the end. So in nonlinear data structure, what happens is each data item can be connected with one or more data items. So to understand more, let's take an example. Here it is a data item in a graph. So it is connected to one, two, three data items. So this is an example of non-linear data structures. Moving on to the next part, let's see. You see that Jeff, this is simple recursive algorithm. We are studying types of algorithm. What are the different basic types of algorithm? There are many more examples and classification, but to understand the basic idea, what are types of algorithm? Let's see this. It is simple recursive algorithms. In simple recursive algorithms, what happens is we take like we have an array and we have to sum all the elements in that. So we decrease the index and add until we get to the last index. So we get the result. In this way, simple recursive algorithms work. In divide and conquer, dynamic programming, greedy, brute force, we will see each and every algorithm in detail. But to understand the basic, what are the types of algorithms? These are some 5 or 6 types of algorithms.